Welcome to Keith and the Girl. I'm Keith Malley.
I'm Chemda.
Attention Kickstarter supporters.
Woot woot.
If you backed our project at the marathon level, look out for an email from us via Kickstarter. The 2022 24-hour marathon is now available. But like we promised on Kickstarter, you, for supporting, get the marathon first. 1 week before everybody else. And it was a fun marathon, Chemda.
It was 24 hours of Michigas.
It started with Dana Gould, Mike Cannon, Billy Presido, Farrah Eisenberg, Casey Balsham, Kevin Allison, J.P. McDade, Gilbert Gottfried. That was just the start of the marathon. So thank you very much, and we're going to have this out to you before the next Keith and the Girl show, in fact. That'll be fun. Tomorrow, keep this in mind, tomorrow, meet at the production meeting for Silent Trailers. That's coming up at 7 p.m. Eastern. And head over to the Keith and the Girl YouTube channel at 8 p.m. We're going to be doing an earlier Silent Trailers, okay? You'll see everything, keithandthegirl.com/tickets and keithandthegirl.com/VIP. If you're a VIP member, you get a discount. You know how we do. That's it, keithandthegirl.com/schedule. You'll see everything right there. Today's guest... This weekend, I believe you can catch him at the New York Comedy Festival. I know he's been featured on Hulu. He was 2021's Best New Guest. And you may have heard him in a little clip that we put out already from the marathon that featured Jimmy Pardo, Joe DeRosa, Jim Florentine. My God. It's a great Dylan Adler. Hello, Dylan.
Thank you so much for having me back after the marathon. It was so much fun.
I can't believe you're the latest Best New Guest. I feel like we've known you for years. You're a new guest.
Yeah, technically from last year. That was when I won the.
Maybe it's your twin I've been talking to.
When I get tired, I kind of I make him do my work. Yeah.
It's good, very good strategy, I think.
Yes.
All right. I hate to get right into it, but there's breaking news. A family was flabbergasted at a funeral in Peru when their dead relative began knocking on the inside of her coffin.
Oh
Mother of God.
Wow.
Mother of God.
Keith loves these for some reason. This is just his reminder. You know how people have like a living will? This is his living will. He's like, listen, trust me that someone is going to declare me dead. This is like one of his biggest fears. I don't know where it came from. We'll get to it.
Where did it come from? I don't know. A family was flabbergasted. I don't know where it came from.
Wow.
It's scary shit. It's happening all over the world. Nobody's checking enough. Have a room in the hospital where you just throw in dead bodies with a bell inside. Wait a week. Rotate, obviously.
Yeah.
God, this is ridiculous. That's ridiculous. It's me. I'm in here.
Keith, how long before we could bury you when you die?
Give it
Let's
a week.
make it official.
What's up? First of all, Chemda, I don't know what Chemda's hurry is. I don't know. After lunch, you know.
Just Anne the Girl. Welcome to Anne the Girl. Yeah.
I'll mention, like, you know, my parents being old and in a bad way, this kind of thing. And Chemda's like, I don't want to go out like that. You know, I say we just kill each other. If you know, I sneeze, Chemda takes out a knife. You know what I mean? She's like, I'm like, Chemda, what is the fucking hurry?
Yeah. I'd be into
this woman. Sorry, what?
I'm
What's
into
that?
it for the drama and the lore
and the bonding.
Yes.
Rosa, this person, was pronounced dead from a car crash injury that left her brother-in-law and nephew seriously hurt. But as relatives lowered her into the ground during the service, they found out she was alive.
Should we check to see if she was the least liked of the three? Shouldn't we check to see that?
Yeah, it seems the other two were like, no, she's gone. We're
like,
okay.
maybe there's a reason Keith is scared that people will do this to him. He's very prickly.
She was rushed to the hospital. That's when she died.
Oh. Okay. Well, now you got a final hospital rush. Hope that was great.
I bet you the family has to pay for 2 services. They get you any way they can.
My
these
God.
motherfuckers, yeah.
Right. The ride in the hearse and the ride in the ambulance, then the ride back in the hearse, I assume.
Yeah.
I mean, the second time you bury them, you're like, I have to assume now you're good.
Yeah. Like there's a punch card or something.
Yeah.
I know hospitals should have that service in case like this happens. Like you get like a free for they'll
Yeah.
stay.
It's like call it double jeopardy. Like first time you pay, but if you die again, like around us, that's something.
We're not doctors. We just bury people. Like funeral homes, slap the bodies around a little bit. You know what? I feel like hidden footage probably came out of these funeral homes, like slapping the bodies, putting dicks in their ears, and people are like, disgusting. And it's like, no, they have to make sure.
So let me just write this down. Dick in Keith's ear to make sure he's alive. Slap him around. Is there another thing? Is there something like maybe try to open
over my place
eyelid?
with a dildo? Henda, what is the hurry?
It's just you haven't been looking good. No, I'm just kidding. No.
I follow Dylan.
I went too far.
I follow Dylan online at Dylan Adler 6 is the Instagram. And he writes, old men cough at orchestra recitals to establish dominance. I believe that. I've been to the ballet.
That's fully true. It's fully true. Like I remember there are two next to each other at an orchestra recital, and like they got their coughs in at the break and they kept it was like watching two buffalo like asserting true I would go to my brother's recital, like orchestra recitals, and I noticed that the old men would like do that to like establish.
Your brother also wrote, but the ones that cough donate the most money. So they feel like they have the right to do it. Like pay attention.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe there's like in small print, they read like each cough is $1,000 and then they're just making good. On BoJack, there's this one line that I remember. There's this like sort of older person and they're like, oh, the theater. That's my favorite place to eat crinkled candies.
Yes. I love busting out a Sour Patch during a musical, during the big number, just trying to get them in.
I saw, what's this that I saw, Dylan, where you're at? Was it Walt Disney World you were at?
Universal Studios.
Universal
Studios, yes.
And people are doing, it's the end of some play. Was it Harry Potter? I couldn't
It was Harry Potter. So, the fourth book, the different schools come out. Like there's the very feminine school and there's like the masculine school, Durmstrang. And it was their performance. They were doing like their thing and they just finished.
And then Dylan in the audience does a backflip, catches himself on the hands, flips all the way over.
Yeah.
And you would think, okay, that's cute. As an audience member, I got a bonus free backflip. I didn't even have to pay for it.
That's what I was thinking. It's like a little gift to the people, a little extra.
The public was livid.
You weren't.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't.
You were a sass machine in those 3 seconds. It's so powerful. He does the backflip just as the people are about to exit the stage. It's standing room, so he got in front of where people are standing because people like to leave a gap. We don't want to get too close to the talent. Does the backflip, the back handspring, excuse me, then posts it online, which is fabulous. I love that kind of shit. And says, what was the caption?
I was rejected from being a dancer at Universal Studios, so I went to their first show.
It would have been funny if you did every skit, like every single dance move, one after the other.
I know. I wish I were there for longer, but we were just there and we were like, all right, let's go to the next ride. It was just like a quick little fun thing.
Now, what are you thinking? Did you actually go to Universal Studios to see this, to kind of throw some shade on it, to see like why they didn't choose you? And then at the end, you decided they were wrong?
No, basically we saw this show happening and there like a couple people like watching, and then I was like, oh, maybe it'd be funny if like afterwards I like did a backflip and like try to show them or something. And then so I did it, and then I thought of the caption afterwards. I like didn't, and then I thought like maybe I auditioned, and then that was like that's kind of the story, and I got rejected.
So you didn't audition?
I didn't. And people really thought that I auditioned to be a dancer. And there was actually a Newsweek article saying dancer auditions to be on Universal Studios. This is what he gets. There were like a bunch of articles about it. It was crazy that people thought I really auditioned.
And there's got to be so much hate, right? I mean, because the world's fucking disgusting. What are people writing?
a lot of hate. I got a lot of DMs of like faggot, clown, faggot. And I'm like, well, I am a gay comic. So like, you're just kind of saying what I am.
Right.
But also there was like, there was someone who was like, do you believe in Christ? I'm like, I don't know, like what that. And then someone commented, white people think they can do anything. And then someone, I know, and then someone commented,
it's true.
True. And then someone was like, Bestie, he's Asian, delete this. And then he was like,
Bestie, like they said to their friend, hey, Bestie.
Yeah, he's
You're
like,
gonna
hey,
look
Bestie.
stupid, he's Asian. Yeah.
Exactly. Bestie, I hate him too, but he's Asian, delete this.
Let's have a different hate.
Exactly.
An appropriate hate.
An appropriate hate. And then he was like, okay. And he deleted it. So I love a follow through. I love a follow up. Yeah.
Did you like this attention, even though a lot of it was throwing hate on you?
I think I partly did like it because I thought the whole situation was very funny, and like how angry people were getting at like a backflip. I thought a lot of it was ridiculous and hilarious, and also a little bit overwhelming because like I saw I've never had a video go like that. It was like 70 million people saw it. So I walked outside and then I was like getting my work done, and there are these people just like kind of filming me while I was just trying to get work done. And I assume it's because they were like, they saw the video, or like, they're like, this fool like did the backflip. Other than that, I think it was just
wait. You know that people are filming you. This is your chance. When people film you, do a backflip again.
Should have done a backflip.
Now, all cams on you equals a backflip. I'm turning on my camera when I'm around you. Dylan.
Oh my God. I need you as my like advisor career-wise.
I want to see backflips getting milk. I want to see backflips getting on the subway. I want to see backflips day in, day out.
Yes. And there was like, it was kind of funny. My friends like started this thing of like, I stand with Dylan. No, I flip with Dylan. You know, like kind of being on my side. But it was crazy. The hate that I got was insane. And I had to like mute my notifications. People were like, I asked my friend to go through all my DMs, just because she go through the bad ones, delete the bad ones, but tell me if like, I don't know, a business opportunity is in there.
Right.
But
social media is great because you get to hear about an uprising in Egypt that you wouldn't otherwise know about. But do you think it really is just building more and more hate? I can't picture these people getting together, looking at a video on the computer, and one after another has an opinion. Gay clown gay. Is he Christian? White people think they could do anything. Like this. It's only because of social media that hate could even be there.
Exactly. I think like I think because people literally thought I went to Universal Studios and auditioned genuine and like was like got rejected. And
in all fairness, you were very convincing.
Thank you very much. I
was like, I didn't know he was trying out for these kind of things, but good for him.
But are they like, no, that wasn't a good backflip? If that first of all, what? No one's saying. Kind of weird the way they hold auditions live, right? That's so fucking strange. No one thought about that. They just went, he didn't get it and he shouldn't.
I thought he went to the audition of the show he just saw.
Yes.
Came to it just to see what it was like, decided to do a backflip and let everybody know this is what they rejected.
Exactly. That was the premise. Like it wasn't a live audition. I got rejected from the audition and I came to see their show, see what was up, who they picked.
And then I would have thought you were mentally challenged. Nobody took that angle.
No one defended, no one like, well, people did say that in my comments, like, but not like, it was just a lot of hatred. It was a lot of hatred. Yeah.
Did you hear from Universal, Disney?
No, Universal didn't comment.
No?
Disney didn't comment. I wish, like, I'm like, don't people go on Ellen for this kind of stuff? I should be on. Like, I wish I was like, that was the bit. Like, no, but didn't get to be on fucking Ellen. But
well, they check the comments. They're like, oh no, I don't need them asking me if I'm Christian. Let's leave them.
Yeah. I think that show's already like on thin ice. They're like, we don't want this polarizing figure. But yeah, it was crazy, but for the most part it's died down, but it was insane.
Good for you. Can your brother do backflips? I know he's a
Yeah,
musical
we can
prodigy
both do
also. Yeah.
backflips. He can do backflip too.
Is he
Yeah.
a
See,
jealous?
I knew it wasn't my fault. You're born knowing how to like this. You're apt for it or not. There's no way I'm ever gonna be able to do a backflip, no matter how hard I try.
I think as kids too, we were just always flipping. We were trying to flip off our couches. We like had a
Yeah, that
and
was not
like
my
do like
experience.
yeah. So we like already loved to like do kind of flippy acrobatic stuff as little kids.
Yeah, it does look it looks tough to do a backflip. It even with a handspring. Is it, or do you just need balls and liquor?
You just actually you need to be able. The one thing you really need is to be able to jump high and give yourself height to flip, and then have focus and commitment.
And also be able to bend your back a specific amount to not fall on your head.
I wonder
Maybe.
if that's
Yes.
important.
Yes.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
a little bit. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
yeah. Try the
Okay.
back bend first.
Track the
And
exactly, exactly. But most importantly, blind will. That's all you need.
What are comedians saying since the that you hang out with since the Will Smith slap? Are people genuinely concerned? You know, somebody just went on stage, attacked. I mean,
Oh,
gave him
yeah.
tried to like a
Dave
wrestling, like a
Chappelle.
spear, like a
That's
wrestling
right.
move. Tried to attack Dave Chappelle.
I don't think me and my friends are like famous enough to be worried about that yet. But
one
I
can
don't
wish.
I wish that was my fear that I was
70
but
million people say you do a backflip. I don't know.
oh yeah. But I had my solo show and I posted like a link to the video of like, come to my solo show. And then people were like, boo, I'm gonna come to your solo show and do a backflip. Like
Show
so
you up. Yeah.
I'm gonna show you, bitch. And
Well,
so
that's the real test. If a lot of people can do a backflip,
exactly.
You got to threaten and believe.
Threaten and believe. No one did that, but I haven't had that fear. That I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I've had that fear. But I would imagine for well-known comedians who are playing to like huge audiences, I would imagine that it would be kind of scary.
The LA District Attorney declined felony charges for the suspect in the Dave Chappelle Hollywood Bowl attack. Prosecutors determined that while criminal conduct occurred, the evidence as presented did not constitute felony conduct. As presented, it was a videotape. You know what I think that did it? I think they had the footage of where you hear one of the comics in the back going, "Fuck him up! Fuck him up!" They're like, how about we just call it even? His arm was put on backwards. How about?
That's what it feels like because
Yeah.
I don't even felony. What the guy charged at another human being? It's so
Right.
clear. Yeah, I think they
Yeah.
were like, listen, you want to press charges against him? Maybe he pressed charges against you. Who has more to lose? I don't know.
Right.
I think you guys gave him some immediate jail time.
If you cannot yell "fuck him up" though, when you're
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
in future, if you just
Yeah.
cannot yell "fuck him up," it's something about intent.
Yes. Yeah. I also think that's crazy though. I don't think I don't my audience isn't like like so toxic. They're a bunch of like people who like white women and then some like hip Asians are coming to my shows, so it's not like I think like someone's gonna fuck me up, but who
Right.
knows? Who knows?
Did anyone think they would see a flip that day? No, you don't know.
That's right.
I
True.
don't know.
Not true.
Do you into marijuana, Dylan?
I actually I'm not that into it. My brother loves it. He smokes every day. I'm not the biggest marijuana user.
Do you get paranoid, or what's your deal?
I've had too many bad experiences. The last time I did it, I was at a drag queen brunch and I started to dissociate and I couldn't see or hear, and it was with my family.
Where are you
And
getting your weed? Can I get your dealer's number?
yeah, it was an edible though that my brother gave
Okay,
me.
I knew it.
Yeah,
It's
it was
Stop it,
edible.
Dylan. How
Okay.
much edibles did you have?
I had it the night. Well, it was.
Huh?
I had like he gave me like a milligram or a couple milligrams, but I also that night like was drinking a lot, and then I went to bed. We got 3 hours of sleep, and we went to drag queen bunch with my family.
And
And
you're
I had
blaming it on weed. How dare you? You think that weed is still in you the next day? It's not the hangover and lack of sleep. Holy shit, you've been telling people that this is what happens to you on weed?
that's the
Okay.
misinformation I've been spreading to
Holy
everyone.
shit. None of those other factors have anything to do with it.
No, it was absolutely many of those other factors. Absolutely. And
you were with
yeah.
your family. I like to disassociate with them, but come on, that's
And
another drug.
yes. It was another hallucinogen. And the drag queen came up to me. She was like, "You look crazy." And I was like, and then everyone laughed, like, "Ah!" And I was like, "Kill me." It was funny.
I like the joints. Kyle likes those, and they're good for sex. So Kyle will smoke, then get hungry, then eat way too much, then go to bed with a full belly, and then the next morning she feels bad that we didn't have sex. And I have great morning sex, and that's thanks to weed.
Okay, can we stop that misinformation? All right. this fucking guilt-ridden sex that Keith enjoys. What is happening with you two?
I took edibles last night, Dylan.
Uh-huh.
I don't know at what time it entered my brain, but all of a sudden it's 10 p.m. I thought it was 10 a.m. and I'm late for our morning OMAT, the 1 minute at a time program that I had to put together. And coincidentally, my internet's not working. And I'm sending Xerxes and kind of messages like, "Oh my God, sorry, see, I'm trying to fuck. This light should be on, this isn't working, all that." And then I'm like, "Ew." And then they call me and I'm like, "Oh fuck. Hey, I enjoyed some rope."
Well, this is what happened on our end. Okay, now after 10 p.m., we think there's not really a lot of shit going on. So we're winding down even maybe, right? We're maybe not paying attention to our phones. He started these texts at like 10:05, I remember. And we're seeing video. He's videoing his screen like an old man, through his phone because he doesn't know how to screenshot or nothing like that. And so we're getting these weird videos, these, oh my God, I'm trying, I don't know. And it's like back to back with pictures, video, ridiculousness. I think there was a video of his pocket. I'm not sure. And then and so I'm like, he's definitely freaking out. It's like 10:40 something by the time we see it. And I'm like, does he think he missed OMAT? Only because of what time it was. And what else could it be? We didn't schedule anything at 10 or it's either that or he's supposed to meet with someone else and he thinks he's texting, like wrong text change. Who this, right? So I'm about to text back and Xerxes goes, "Why don't you call him back? Seems like there's something we need to talk about." And by then, Keith is like, "Sorry, I had too many edibles. I thought it was morning."
And I didn't even think like I'm in a different awake zone. Like
or that it's
I gotta
dark
do OMAD.
out.
This was, whoo. And what a nice surprise.
So you didn't see that outside was dark?
I usually have my curtains closed.
Huh.
Okay.
It's like nothing gives you the opportunity to, like, no light cracks in during day. You were too out of it, but you were panicking. He's sending all evidence. Like, we're going to send it to court at the end of this. He was not there. May 5th happens to be Cinco de Mayo. Like, just everything. There's a lot of weird shit that happens. That happened yesterday. We were crossing over a bridge and we saw a lot of emergency vehicles, including ones in the water. And it seems like we were hearing a lot of emergency vehicles. And then I think I kind of put it together. Cinco de Mayo, even your work gives you booze. So you start way early. You party a little bit harder. Tequila sounds really fucked up. And so I think a lot of shit was happening around.
I noticed that when I was out. I heard a lot of alarms and people were out. People were out yesterday night. It
was a little more than usual. You don't hear so many emergency vehicles. And this was like they were looking for someone in the water as we were crossing. It was,
oh my God.
I'm making that up, but I've never seen emergency vehicles like stopping in the water and along with like ambulances, multiple ones and other emergency vehicles with their lights on.
Dang.
Yeah.
I'd save my daylight savings time. You know what I mean? Like you get an extra hour, but I don't use it. You probably have fun at the club or something. I save it. I'm really nervous with this fuck up yesterday that I accidentally used all of my savings. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Maybe that's how it was 10 a.m.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yes. That was Weed's fault. That was, we can say. Mine, maybe not, but yours, that was Weed.
Yes.
Well, OMAD Club is, a series of 8 exercises, and one of them is, and they're all 1 minute long, 1 minute meditation, 1 minute writing, things like that. So Keith is sending us like pictures of himself meditating. I'm doing it.
I'm doing it. I'm in a plane.
I'm doing it. Mark me here. I am not absent.
Let me mention this, please. Stamps.com. You got enough shit going on. You don't even know what time it is during the day. You don't need one more thing to do. Go into the post office, which is a treat, which is a joy. We're not shitting on them. We're just saying there's another way as well. And that's doing the stamps in your own house, printing them from your own computer.
Saving money.
Saving money. How the fuck do you save money on stamps? That's money. But
this isn't a trick. This isn't like we're saving you time, so that's money. We're saving you time, so that's money, and actual literal money.
Yeah. Hey, listen, stop wasting time. Start saving money when you use stamps.com to mail and ship. Sign up with promo code KATG. It's a special offer. You get a 4-week trial plus free postage. How the fuck do that at the post office? Just real quick, I come here a lot. Free postage?
Code KATG?
Out of here. Yeah,
heard of it?
4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale. No long-term commitments. Digital scale, it can measure anything, right? That's the thing.
Digital scale, it could measure anything. State by state, it could measure different things, but it can measure anything.
Just go to stamps.com, click the microphone on the top of the page, enter code KATG. All right. Yeah, I saw Doctor Strange yesterday.
Oh boy.
And I should have done that on this acid, And then when I walked back, I'm like, what is going on? These restaurants, and I'm like, they're all Mexican restaurants. That's when I realized, it was Cinco de Mayo. Are you gonna see this Doctor Strange, Dylan?
I'm gonna see Doctor Strange. I like Marvel movies. The last movie I saw that would be terrible, I think, or crazy high, is Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah.
Are you thinking of doing that? Hemda saw it, loved it. She never goes to the movies. The idea of movies. This blew her mind. She's like, do they make movies still? Are you gonna go again and see it high?
Yeah, I don't know if you missed it the first time I was on edibles.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was just extra lovely because you can go into the movie a little more. So you're like, it wasn't surround sound, but it was a little more surround sound from me. So that's nice. And yeah, we're gonna take some more and go to an actual like IMAX, but it's not in those theaters, is it? I want a theater experience. They put me in the back. They charged me the same amount of money. I want full service, all the speakers.
Yeah.
I'm finally going to a movie theater. Make it 3D.
Okay. No, that hurts my face. 3D.
It gives me headaches too. It gave me a headache whenever I did it.
Yeah, it has to be like really worth it. But what did you think of Everything Everywhere All at Once?
Oh, it was beautiful. It was so good. I loved. I thought no spoiler, but I thought it was such a great, well-made movie.
Now we have to ask you, did you cry?
I actually didn't, but
Monster.
I was moved. I know. What the fuck? I was like trying to make myself like do it and like really like. My friend was crying, so I'm like, I have to cry. But
I don't know how to tell you this, Dylan. Keith cried, so just gauge where you are. Maybe you're okay.
This has been so fun. Thank you for having me on the podcast. I'll never do weed again. Oh my God. I know. I can't believe I didn't cry. Everyone cried, but I normally cry at shit. But I think for some reason it didn't make me cry, but it made me laugh and it moved me.
That
counts.
You were supposed to be crying.
Oh
boy.
Yeah, I was laughing at the really sentimental part, like ha ha, like yeah.
Because I just saw Everything Everywhere, I'm of course comparing it to the new Doctor Strange when I see it, and I'm like, oh, this is what you do when you have money. I'm not saying
so
everywhere costs $1,000 to make, but I'm like, Doctor Strange is like, oh yeah, this is multiverse with money.
That's what. Okay, so I was telling Keith, I was like, so this is a low budget movie. I mean, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Yeah, they had these like moments and bigness, and it felt like a big movie. I mean,
That's
even
what
if
I
it was,
thought.
Yeah. So when I was saying that to Keith, he was like, okay, but I just saw Doctor Strange. And because I saw that to that, you can see where the budget is. So to me, it was magic. So maybe that's what they spent their money on.
Yeah, to me, I thought that it was like $1 billion budget with how many shots and how many worlds. Like I don't know how they could have done that.
The outfits,
the special effects,
we're gonna see Halloween outfits galore from this movie, and I'm so excited about that.
I want to be the bagel.
I didn't think about that.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
that's so good.
That's the character I relate to the most.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna dig this Doctor Strange as well. It's very trippy.
He's not talking to me, right? I'm just checking.
No, not okay. No way. No. And then you love the murder section is awesome.
Keith, you liked it?
I did like it, and it's one of these, and it's quirky, it's different, and if somebody didn't like it, I would understand why, but I did like it.
I'm gonna watch it.
And the more I think about everything all the time, the more I liked it. It gets so many points from me just for being completely different.
Yeah.
Are you like, why is that? Only because it's a multiverse? It's comparison.
I'm comparing the two. Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
And I still shouldn't watch this.
Doctor Strange isn't gonna make me cry. You know, come on.
But is it gonna multiverse me? You know what I mean?
No.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Thank you.
No, but they do go in different worlds. You know, they become paint, and I'm like, did you hear the other movie was doing shit like this, and then you just threw that in because that's 10 cents to you?
Yeah.
Them going into multiverses and being pinatas, that was a big deal for this one movie. The other movie, you sneezed that out just to throw it in there.
Yeah, they heard it was hot, and they just put it in as a last edit.
They're like, here's E.T. Who gives a fuck? We can do anything.
Yeah.
Dylan, if you want the audience to know something about you, what would it be?
Oh my God, what I want audiences to know about me?
Yeah, we're gonna leave people here in a minute, but what should the audience know about you that people don't know?
Oh my God, actually, something that I do. I don't like hugs. I don't like physical contact.
Even pre-pandemic or just
even pre-pandemic.
Okay.
Even pre-pandemic,
You're
I realized
old school.
I'm old school. So I just kind of prefer like an elbow situation. And I think because like I give off like a, fun, gay, yes, I can spank and hug him. Like people like to like do that. But I'm like, actually, I prefer the elbow and the little distance.
Huh.
That's interesting because I see a guy doing a backflip. I'm like, that's a hugger. You know what I mean?
Right? I mean, people assume, but not all backflippers are huggers, but all huggers are backflippers.
Yeah, that's
no.
No,
I bet. Here, watch this. Here we go. Watch.
Yeah.
Oh
my God.
Oh no.
That's Weed's fault. He's frozen.
You know what's funny? I think he actually turned off his Zoom in his little sketch over there. I think he pressed the wrong button trying to do a little. He'll be right back.
He went to a multiverse.
Let's talk about him while he's not here. What do you think made him cry and everything? Because it's like weird, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I assume the part that made Keith cry is when Michelle was like, "I'm gonna fight like you," but it's like I'm gonna fight like with love. I would see Keith crying from that.
I think you're right. I think I would give you the points. Yeah. We've been talking about it for a bit. This is so ironic. He's kicking himself. I bet he's gonna send us selfies of I'm trying to get back in.
He just left. Look at what Weed does. This is Weed's fault.
No, stop that.
Sorry, no, I support Weed.
This is so. He took the weed yesterday. That can't. He can't.
Yeah, no, it can't. It can't.
It doesn't roll over like it's minutes from the fucking 1990s on our cell phones.
True.
Well, anyway, okay. So that's what you need everybody to know is that you're a hugger. And what kind of shows do you have coming up that we should absolutely super pay attention to?
Yes, I have a solo show coming up on the 27th, May 27th at the Duplex at 6:30. The link to tickets in my Insta bio. Hi, Keith.
Hi, Keith.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Hey.
Those are hard.
Oh my God, he did it again.
You did it again.
You paused. What
Yeah.
happened? What did you just say?
I tried to do a backflip, and they're very.
He keeps stopping.
You keep stopping.
All right, we're gonna let him go. Oh my God. Should we wait a week before we know that he's dead? I think he died.
Wait. He died, and I'll bring over a dildo to like
poke him in the ear.
See if he's awake and
okay.
make sure. But
what's your Instagram so people know where to go to the link?
Yes, my Instagram is @DylanAdler_. My Twitter is @DylanAdler6. And Keith is still frozen.
we're gonna leave while he's frozen. We're gonna close this out while he's frozen.
Okay.
If you can't find Dylan because of whatever underscore, however his parents decided to spell his name, we share the show across the social platforms. So if you're following us, follow him through that. Click like on everything he does so he can backflip his way back into our hearts every day. Dylan, thank you so much for spending time together.
Thank you so much. You guys are the fucking best. Thank you. Keith.
You are.
Thank you.
All
Miranda.
right. Yeah. Thank you, Keith. Goodbye, Keith.
Thank you, Keith. Bye.
KeithAndTheGirl.com.
Hello.